Hey Channel Ranters, it's Josh here doing the edit for episode 191. I want to thank you all for your patience. I know it's been a while since we've posted anything. Life gets in the way. We are still in the process of planning episode 200. That'll probably be sometime in July. In the meantime, we're going to, try to catch up and do some more content for all your smiling faces. So enjoy this episode, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Bum 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 big dum bum 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 big dum bum 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 big dum service band bum ba dum bum bum ba
Patreon.com/chanterant
bum big dum bum 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 big. I like to play in a service band. He da ba dee da bum ba da. He da ga dum ba oh. He da 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 really bad. Ha da da dum ba dum oh. He ga dum ba.
Please give us tips. Dumb and county wage. Dumb and give us more. And
we're done. Bum 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 bum. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Dawn's gonna get mad and throw a Twinkie.
Oh my goodness. Hello everyone. My name is Josh. Welcome to episode 191 of the Channel Rant podcast. With me as always is my bearded co-host, Mr. Andy Fusco.
Bagpipe time, baby.
That's me.
And if you didn't know, I'm here to let you know that this will be an explicit show. So we will
Especially
inform
tonight.
you that in 5 seconds you have time to listen to something else, and we'll do it in the exact same tune of Rakes of Mallow, only saying the F word in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fuck 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 fuck.
I have an erection.
That turns me on. Every time I hear Rakes and Mallow.
Doogie.
That was Doogie, yeah.
That was Doogie. Listeners can review the iTunes.
Do you ever listen to this show, Joe? I just got the idea that Joe does not listen to this show.
Listeners can review the show on
my
your
ears, though.
podcast streaming platform of choice. You can send us emails and voicemails to be played and read on air. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or if you're Australian, Snapchat. Last but not least, please check out the Channel Rant store at channelrant.com because this episode is brought to you by our lovely patrons at patreon.com/Chanarant. Chanarant. Fusco, odd open.
We got a new patron. I don't know his name because I didn't think they put it on the notes today, but
We can
whoever
look it
you
up.
are,
Yeah.
thank you. So,
Philip, if I remember correctly, his name is Philip.
perfect. Philip T. Worlds, I believe his name was.
I believe so.
I remember that bit, Joe?
Fusco, odd open.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Andy.
You're supposed to say, yeah, Andy.
Yeah, Andy.
You know what really...
Try it again.
All right, here we go. Work with me, Joe. Jesus Christ. All right. Hey, Joe.
Yeah, Andy.
There you go. Joe, you know what really sticks a pair of nerdy glasses in my
Okay, they're horn rim Warby Parkers, all right?
Hey man, don't knock Warby Parker's. Mine, that's where I got mine.
Sponsored by.
There was Channel Rant podcast.
Don't say the name. We got to bleep the name now.
Till they give us money.
Until they give us money.
Oh well, we'll give them one for free.
Or should we do it the other way, where we just keep saying that organizations sponsor us, and then they just assume they do, and they send us money?
It works.
That would be great. Or they send us here's $50 to stop saying this. That's really what to do.
You know what makes it so easy for me to hear you guys make Warby Parker references on the Channel Rant podcast? My Raycon earbuds.
I'm really thirsty.
Oh my
Just
God.
go to channelrant.com/Raycon, and it will be an email.
Wasn't he
form.
in Wu-Tang Clan? Raycon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, something like that.
So Andy, I'm sorry. What really?
He was the only Polish guy.
Joe, you know what really sticks a Nick Cage in my otherwise Oscar-worthy movie?
No, Andy. What's that?
When the legend himself, Joe Brady, comes to town during the fucking week, and we can't properly party because it's people have lives and shit, and yet Joe shows up on a goddamn Wednesday. What are we gonna do? Joe, fucking weekend, bro.
Bruh. You canceled
You ever heard of a
band
weekend?
practice tomorrow, so
Yeah, it's because Josh and Mike said they weren't coming. I'm like, well, what the fuck?
we're
Why
going to the
bother?
bar, right?
Yeah, we're going to go out to dinner instead, or we're going to do something.
Oh, I'll be at the bar.
Of
I just
you
won't
will.
be at
You won't
practice.
at
Just bring your
practice, yeah.
bagpipes.
Yeah.
I guess that worked out for us. So
Well, I'm sorry, Andy. I'm sorry that puts a Nick Cage candle in your bumhole.
it puts a Nick Cage in my Oscar-worthy movie. Otherwise, except I hear he's been making some good movies lately. Pig, I hear was good. Did you see Pig?
I didn't see
Yeah, I
Pig.
didn't either,
but
but I
I
hear it's
did
good.
see the dog movie with Benedict Cumberbatch.
I watched about half of it and I was so bored. I mean, it was an okay movie, but it was so boring, so slow. I don't think it
right,
deserves all the.
All right, moving on. Right. So yeah, sorry.
Well, I was checking to make sure that we were still recording. I was hoping that we weren't.
This is the Joe Brady reviews movies section of the podcast.
No.
Clang. It goes over like that.
Was that Doogie?
That was Big Rab.
Okay.
So anyway, where are we at?
Oh well, we're barely through the show open,
Oh, okay.
but
Are people still watching or listening?
it
God
doesn't.
help us.
I mean, people eventually always listen. But I was,
Yeah, Cobra's
I was
here.
Well, that's good.
Very
That's all that really
interested in
matters.
some life checks, and I was gonna go, just kind of across the table. Hey Fuko, how's life?
Well, we're doing the show after. We're doing Chanarant after dark. So you can. Oops, sorry. So life is going well if we've gotten to this point. So. So if you're watching this, you see it's very dark. You can barely see Joe. That's on purpose. But life is pretty good. We finished St. Patrick's Day. Woo! you can see our-
Obi-Wan's lightsabers right between my testicles.
Yeah, it is. So that's exciting. You finished St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Did you play anywhere in public, or did you stay home this year?
No, I played.
Dude, I was texting with Face.
Tony.
Handsome Tony.
Oh,
On
he's
St.
good-
Patrick's
He's a
Day?
good-looking guy.
Yeah, it's fuck. I know, man. Yeah, I would hit that.
What gave what gave that Tony is a good looking guy away? The fact that his nickname is Face, or the fact that we also call him Handsome Tony?
He's just a good-looking guy. You didn't have to call him that.
Like which thing?
If we had the hottest people we did top 5 hottest people in pipe bands of all time.
They would
Four
sound,
of them would be women.
would
One
sound-
of them would be Tony, and he would win hands down.
I'm about to say, and they would sound like a dog pound.
No, there's some pretty good looking girls that are hot. I can name at least 2. 2 good looking girls that can also play. That's what I was trying to say. And then there's Tony. But anyway,
I got to shovel him back if you want to keep digging. It's entirely up to you, bro.
No, it's fine. But yeah, Tony was texting me on Facebook on St. Patrick's Day. He's like, "Oh, this is fucking nonsense." And I was back and forth. We were like commiserating how much we hate playing on St. Patrick's Day. I used to enjoy it, Joe. I don't know about you, but it is misery for me now. I don't enjoy it at all anymore.
I had fun.
Did you?
Yeah, it's
well, because
crazy.
you were playing Rake some Mallow. We played real shit.
Hey,
but
the
we got
crowd
in
loved
trouble
it. They
for
threw Twinkies at us. They loved it.
No polos, no Swiss rolls.
What do you think, Josh? Do you still enjoy playing St. Patrick's Day?
Dude, I'll tell you what. There's good and bad gigs, right?
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Like, and you can say that you don't enjoy St. Patrick's Day, but like you live for this fucking shit.
I really don't.
I would say that like the good gigs help offset the gigs that are like just fucking misery. Like Hennessy's was a hoot. I bet.
Hennessy's was
Okay,
good.
but what's a bad gig?
But
You
that was
walk
like
in
the
there
first
just
one.
like this.
Yes. I called you. Remember I called you when I was in that gig?
You know what a bad gig is? A bad gig is like the link was, and it wasn't a bad gig by any means because like it was great paying and
Good pay, and people were into it.
People
But
were
it's
into
long.
it, but oh man, it was a slog, dude.
Slog.
It was an
You should have
endurance
played
challenge.
Rake some Mallow.
Yeah. They would have like,
Oh, we-
I'm just saying.
they're like, we can't
I'll
beat
let-
that. You should just stop playing now.
I'll let Angel know. But like
You could have
then-
played Killaloe.
But like we had a couple players that went over to Johnny's, and like that's always
Johnny's was good.
always
but
a fun gig.
all right, so
First Parkway was more fun than it usually.
the first
is.
Parkway was actually fun.
It was way more fun than it usually is.
That's true. It's usually horrible. The second one I hate.
Like
sucked.
the random golf course gigs, those are always fucking shit. The pub at like Las Vegas.
Is that the golf course gigs where the kilts run backwards, Andy?
No, that was a different one. But yes,
Okay.
same idea.
But yeah, same idea. like the pub Lake Las Vegas.
Dude, I
that
played-
gig is always cool just because the staff's
They had
cool.
the staff's cool. They had a good time. But I played that one gig. I played at Sierra Gold for some like real
Yeah,
estate
that
party
one-
or some
that's brutal.
shit.
That's brutal.
It was like a real estate party, and he wanted me to like,
Yeah, but
nobody cared.
Okay, but-
Literally,
but-
they were like staring at me. It was like crickets when I finished. They were like,
was the money
And you
green?
took that-
Was the money
"Oh,
green?
absolutely,
Okay.
They paid me either way."
You took that over the Piero's gig, and the Piero's crowd.
That would have been great.
They were awesome.
Well, see, I had the good gig earlier, so I try to balance it out. I'm not a total dick. I don't take all the good shit, even though I should.
Like,
But yeah, no.
well,
I
you took Re-Raw, and that's a fun one.
Well, that's because you had it last year.
Yeah, well, that's trust me, it's totally fair. Like when I saw that you were on Re-Raw and I was on the link, I was like, all right, that's fair.
Right. Yeah, we rotate the shitty gigs around as much as I can, but yeah.
That's just called being a fucking NCO, and you just it's like, all right. Well.
But I find it a bit of a slug. It's like yeah, we drank. It was kind of fun. The second to last gig was fun. The last one kind of sucked.
So it sounds like it was mostly fun.
No, I would say it was
No.
mostly not fun.
It's brutal. It's a brutal.
It's
day.
such a long day, man.
It is a long
day.
day.
So tell us about some of your fun gigs.
I had fun.
Well,
Did you?
because you guys, opened a bagpipe shop next to a
It's
distillery.
not open yet. This summer, McClellan Bagpipes.
Oh, it's gonna be a goddamn
Oh,
clown
wait,
the whole hour.
Wait, we don't have to do the ad anymore. He can do it. Okay, are you ready? 3,
No,
2,
no,
1.
I'm not
McClellan ad.
Go ahead, do it, Joe.
It's you. I like your voice as the ad. I'm sorry.
Bespoke bagpipes,
Are you
brought
at
to you
least-
from
are
North
you at least
Carolina.
excited about how quickly we had that queued up?
That is pretty incredible, right? That's okay.
You're really not gonna do it? Come on, we'll
No.
start again.
That's
Here,
a great tune. No. It's okay. No, I had a fun St. Patrick's Day. The band we went out in full force. So we were out on the 12th. We canceled doing the Raleigh parade the night before. Well, a couple nights before, just because of bad weather.
Oh yeah, I heard the Albany parade got postponed. I don't know if it was totally canceled, but they were like getting snow on the
Well,
day
they
were
had
doing
they
parade.
had really 40, 50 mile per hour winds coming through with bad storms. So we just canceled and played a bunch of bars. Played a place with the band. It was fun. I mean, just went bar to bar to bar, marching through the streets of downtown Raleigh. It was an absolute blast, actually.
We played a school on the Tuesday, or was it Wednesday? You and I.
Wednesday.
We played
Did-
high school
On the
Did
16th?
Chum
16th.
So like St. Patrick's Day Eve.
Eve, yes.
did Chum tell you that I didn't know you were gonna be there?
No.
Yeah, so him and I got there and like we were like kind of like setting up. I'm like, all right, we're gonna go. And he's like, well, fuck, I thought Andy was gonna be here. I saw him on the calendar invite, and I was like, I don't think he's gonna come. And then you showed up, and I was like, oh shit, all right.
Yeah, it was a 3-man gig. Yeah, that was all right. The kids they were into it. Usually, I hate playing schools because the kids fucking just hate you. You know, they're like smart little pricks, or as Ozzy Brow would say, they're all cunts.
It could be worse. They could be dumb little pricks.
But they were actually into it and having a good time. They were out there being nice and shit. So that was all right. That was cool. And then what else did we do?
On the 16th, that was it.
All right, yeah.
No parades, though, for you guys, huh?
No parades. Should I tell that story?
No, I heard the story already. We don't need to hear it.
It's a great story.
Exposure.
You should tell it.
Did I tell you this story?
Oh yeah.
Did I?
Well,
Oh,
you
yeah,
should
I'm
tell
sure
it to
I
the
did.
podcast audience. Because
just trying to remember
I
if-
think it's important that everyone realizes that when they
The
think,
nonsense of Vegas.
when they think that
It's not
we
just
make
Vegas,
this shit
though.
up.
It's not just Vegas.
when they think that a pipe band should play for exposure bucks,
Yeah.
you should also go fuck yourself.
And you should have the strength to say no. Yeah. So yeah, this happened to me. Our parade is on the weekend before, 12th, 13th, whatever date it was,
12th.
and the Saturday before. And so on like the Monday before that Saturday, so probably March 5th or 6th, I get a text message from a friend of ours who is with the people that run the parade. And she's like, hey, I was wondering if you guys would want to do the parade on Saturday. We'll even waive the entrance fee. And I was like, it was like 8:30 at night. I'm like watching
So
TV.
your brain melted as soon as you got that. It's like,
Well,
Entr-
I was
entrance
thinking
fee.
like, wait, what? Really? Like, so I wrote back to her, and I was being a little sarcastic, but I know her, and I didn't want to be a dick to her. It's not really her fault or whatever. But I was like, wait, so you're telling me you want us to do the parade, and we don't have to pay to enter? I just want to be clear on this. And she's like, yeah. The president told me to offer it to you guys without fees. I'm like,
Are we leading?
I said,
are we behind the plumbers group?
I said, tell her I don't get out of bed on St. Patrick's Day for like $1,000. Like I said, well, I'll do the parade, but we charge $1,000 at least to do a parade, and it's 5 days before. And they don't know this, we know that we don't even have a band technically right now, but I would figure it out. But and she wrote back, oh well, we can't afford that. I'm like, I can't do the parade then.
Yeah, you'd be like,
Like we're just trying to get back in the swing of things. COVID, blah blah blah. I'm like, so are we.
So you lied to her.
About what?
COVID.
That I'm not willing to do it.
Yeah.
No, we're trying. I mean,
But
everybody's
you were
trying.
nice.
We're like broke because of it, aren't you? Oh,
No.
you
No,
got you
we're
running
okay.
the band, yeah. Joe Brady finds other ways.
We're actually okay.
yeah, my thing would just be like, all right, well, I'll tell you what, you get 12 plumbers to march in the parade for free, and I'll march.
So
I'll go right
all the
behind 'em.
gigs, all the gigs you did, the two of you playing around, did any of that money go back to the band or just to your pockets?
Yes, it did. Some of it did. Yeah.
Okay, that
It was
what-
cuts. Yeah,
What was
no,
cuts? Okay,
absolutely.
good.
Yeah. No,
Good.
the band got a cut. Absolutely.
That's fair.
Yeah, the band took its pound of flesh, but the band has been taking its pound of flesh for
20 years.
Not only 20 years, but even the years prior, where we were the only ones that would play gigs on St. Patrick's
Like
Day.
2 years ago, it was Josh and I only. The first year of COVID, it was just the two of us for all day because I just didn't want to take a chance with anybody. I didn't want to take any risks. Everybody go home.
Well, people
we'll do it.
wouldn't play.
Some people said that, but other
Like,
people
wouldn't play.
were
They,
going to come.
They said, "Hey, like we don't feel comfortable," and don't get me wrong, it wasn't fucking comfortable for me.
No,
either.
not at all. But
by
I'm like,
any
we already
means.
agreed, and we're like, all right, I'll take the risk. I'm young and reasonably.
But the thing
healthy.
for me was like, all
My
right.
liver's not, but
The thing for me was like, all right, send it. Like,
yeah. So, and I'm okay with that. Like, so this year, yes, the band always gets a cut, no matter what.
Good.
Very often, the band gets most of it. Sometimes we pay the players, sometimes we don't. Depends on what's going on. But this year was significantly pay to play, with a band getting a percentage for everything. So, because the band still needs money too. We still
Right.
exist, even though people would say otherwise.
Who are they?
I still say
Who are they?
otherwise.
People that have quit the band in the last 2 weeks.
One person.
One person, yes,
It's
correct.
okay.
I don't want to.
It'll be okay. No, it's okay. No, you don't have
But
to.
it's also fair.
But-
I mean, I think it's more fair now than it was in the past. Like in the past, it was really band heavy, and like it'd be 3 people covering all the goddamn gigs.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I think the fact that the 5 of us that worked our asses off for the last 2 years got paid, and still gave a cut to the band, which we did not have to do.
Right.
I could have gone out in a green kilt and just been like,
Well, I mean, part of that though is like the band website and or connections create the gig, so that's why I always feel like you have to cut the band in because they have a history of like Johnny Max was not my gig, that was Danny's 20 years ago. He's been hiring us for 20 years through
but
the band.
it also always runs into people who pretend like they were pro band, and then all of a sudden, when there's a gig that can benefit the band with cash money,
They like don't show, like not willing to play. Yeah, I know what you mean. Who are you talking about, Josh?
so guess what? Guess what? The assholes that show up and fund the band.
So did you have fun?
My wallet had fun.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
All right.
I could agree with that. It was a long day.
Yeah. The work is worth it though.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Like, I mean, there was some good stuff, no doubt. Like and the other thing that probably more importantly, I think, is one, we brought Angel in, so we got to see Angel. But 2,
He played.
there was some good team building
Good.
going on. Again, a small band. We were able to play more stuff that we didn't have to play Green Hills every goddamn time.
Not that there's anything wrong with Green Hills.
No, Green Hills is fine too.
But it's fun to play Sandy's new channel, right?
It's fun to play Sandy's new channel
And
with,
Itchy Fingers.
with more than 2 of us.
I like new podcast host Joe Brady.
Joe, lead this, will you?
Lead
Show
what?
us like when we ultimately at episode 200 trash the or sink this ship.
At
and
what
you take
episode?
over, and you
At
take
what
over.
number?
It's like we got.
Do I have to take it over with JD though?
It's 9 more.
You can
than
pick your
we-
co-host.
9 more than we scuttle the ship.
We're
Are
gonna
you selling the whole
we're gonna sell
room?
everything
Are you gonna sell the room?
to you for $1 million.
Yeah. Okay. Let me blow this candle out right now.
Not my Nick Cage candle. That doesn't belong to the show.
Who does it belong to? Oh, it's yours.
Yeah, it was a gift from Cal Bryce.
And was this tonight the first time it was lit?
It's never been
Well,
lit before. Latin, not in Chenery.
It's the first time we ever had to summon the spirit of Nick Cage, who
He's,
is
he's alive, just so you know.
realistically Las Vegas's patron saint.
That's right. I saw him at the gym once. I ran into him at the gym.
Does he live here? He
lives in Vegas. Yeah.
Everybody runs into him eventually.
Somewhere, yeah.
You should get him on the podcast.
We should,
I
actually.
wish.
I saw Mike Tyson at the gym once, too.
I wish I could get Nick
He lives
Cage,
here. Well,
but
he used to. I don't know if he still does. But Nick Cage would be amazing. God, can you imagine? I mean, I don't know. Richard Park said no. Nick Cage might say yes. I don't know. We've gotten Stuart Little.
It's outside the realm of possibility, but
He might like bagpipes.
how do we do it in our last 9 episodes?
Yeah, that's not
Maybe
a lot.
episode 200, we'll get him. Like, hey, man, we're celebrating our 200th episode, and we live.
And we're going to steal the Constitution. Okay, yeah.
Anyway.
So, really, are you going to kill it at 200 and that's over with?
Yeah, maybe. We'll
Or is
see.
it just hyperbole?
That depends.
Okay.
Define hyperbole.
Being boisterous. Boisterous statements. Come on, man.
So
Come on,
okay.
man.
I have a question from the audience.
Yeah, let's do it.
Beer Boy Brad says, how did Wake keep the service band culture and mission with having so many civilian players?
Great question, Beer Boy. Brad. Most of the band, 98% of the band is civilian employees. And how did we keep the public safety aspect of it driven? It was just mission focused that first and foremost, we play for funerals for dead police officers and firefighters. So first and foremost, again, that's the mission of the band. That's what drives us. That's our purpose. That's why we practice. Can't get it wrong at a funeral, get it wrong in a competition. So I'm not going to say everyone bought into it, but that's the buy-in, if you will, for the organization. You have to have a purpose to play. You know, you've talked about motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Motivation only gets you so far. Firm believer in that.
Right.
But having a purpose pulling at you, that you go out and you play for a purpose, whether it's St. Patrick's Day and having fun making money for your band.
Mm-hmm.
Again, our group is to play at funerals for fallen public safety heroes.
Right.
That said, it's a double-edged sword because you're looking at me oddly, Josh. Yes.
We're just listening to your sultry tones and
Yes.
mesmerized.
There it is. The first time we went out to the Loch Norman games, I think in 2007, we went out in grade 5, and all the bands there were like, oh, it's a public safety band. Public safety band. We won. And then we went up to the Fire Memorial, and they're like, oh, well, they're a competition band. So which one is it? Can't you just be a pipe band that goes out and play and does things, the right things for the right
Does
reasons?
things the right way and let everything else handle itself.
Yeah.
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 No, everybody's got it backwards. You know how that is.
Can't fix that. So Beer Boy, that's how we did it, right? We just got a group of people together that wanted to make music, wanted to play with a purpose pulling at them. And
Well, and it, sorry, not to cut you off, but it consistently builds on just whatever the mentality of your band is.
yeah, but we treat it the same way. So whether it's a rehearsal, I mean, there's a cadence that's in place. So whoever's there leading, whether it's Dalton or Ken or myself, we go through the normal regime of tuning up. We do the same things week after week. It seems a little monotonous, but it's not. We go through the regime so that we do this, so that we get together, whether it's a St. Patrick's Day gig, it's like you hear the bagpipes step up, start playing. When somebody tunes in, starts playing Castle Dangerous, we all lock in. No one has to say anything. It's just it's the culture that's been built into the organization.
Well, and Sco, you built that in. I mean, even on the St. Patrick's Day gigs we did, we all just started playing, and it was all about not playing when nobody else was playing. You don't just start out of nowhere.
Right. Yes.
You don't lick your reeds.
Creating.
You don't slob your reeds.
You don't slob the knob. Well, Joe does, but
The amount of those like, well, I'm just gonna. You're like,
yeah.
what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, that's my eyes going cross-eyed
Mine
when
too.
I see somebody lick all over, like slobber the reed. So the problem is though, this is where okay, I love Jack Lee. We all love Jack Lee. He's a wonderful human being.
He's so nice.
But the Canadians do things a little differently than I would do it, and he calls it the Canadian lick. So this actually, I don't remember if it was St. Patrick's Day, but I think it was the school gig. And Josh's reed was his old reed before he changed it. It was kind of going to hell. And I was like, fuck, what are we going to do? And so he's like, should I give it the Canadian lick, which is what Jack Lee used to say, which means
Big suck.
like spit into the inside, let it go. You know, it's like
Big sock.
it's like yeah, we could do that, but it's going to change in 5 minutes, and we're going to be fucked, and it's going to be
But
incredibly.
you
wet.
also called it off.
Called what off?
You said don't.
I said don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. But my original point was that like people get confused because Jack will come into town and say, "Oh, give it a Canadian lick," and then like the people that don't know any better suddenly start licking the reeds all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Jack
because
Lee
they
said so.
misinterpret.
He's not wrong.
No.
But
But it's situational. But they don't get that. They're like, all right, I guess I'll just slobber my reed every time I pull it out. And now all chaos has been created. I can't keep anything settled.
And then you get me, and it's like, all right, Canadian lick? Nope. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, no, that part was fine. It was just, but he asked the question, which was fine. But it brings up the point that like when you get those pros that come in and tell you one thing that's a little different than like the procedure, which is the procedure is more important than the one-off pieces of advice, which can be helpful in their moment, but it's not for the bigger good, the long-term good, if you will.
it's not part of your process.
Correct. It can get confusing.
Yeah.
Right? So, and I understand why newer people get confused. Like, well, Jack would tell me to do this. Like, yeah, I know, but
This is how we do
it. He's not here every day.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That sort of
Yeah,
thing.
the trick is always look at your prime major and be like, hey, do this.
No.
Oh, no. Don't. Oh, mm.
All right, perfect. So anyway, that was sort of my point.
Or it'd
but
be like pinch and like, yeah, pinch.
yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Like
Just
push,
pitch it.
Push.
So-
Oh, okay.
So did we answer Brad's question?
I think so. Brad had a second question. I don't know if we want to skip it, but
I like
Brad's
questions.
Brad's other email was this. Here's an email. Penis. Take a shot and go fuck yourselves. With love. No homo. Beer Boy Brad.
Eat a dick.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of homo in that, given it was Beer Boy Brad, but whatever.
And he plays with the fire band there in Oklahoma, right?
That's correct.
They're actually doing really well.
I hear good things. I don't know. I haven't seen proof that he's actually playing with them, but I hear he's involved. I think he keeps forgetting his bagpipes. That's what I keep hearing.
He brought him here though. No, he didn't.
He forgot them when he came,
Oh,
so now we always give him shit.
fair enough.
But we love Brad, of course. So, so we never another email, Joe. I don't know if this is for you, but you would actually be a great person to answer this email because you're incredibly organized. This came probably after the Bruce Gandy episode, but he asks, you guys talked about using Slack for your band. The band I just joined uses fucking Google Groups. I remember we used Google Groups in 2007, maybe. Anyway, he says, the band I just joined uses fucking Google Groups. I asked the PM if it was 2005. Anyhow, could you please give me a rundown on how the band that shall not be named uses the app to function? I'd really appreciate it. This was actually Trevor was talking about this. That's who it was. We don't use Slack. Trevor uses Slack. We use something called the Band app, which is also what you use. But we also use Google Drive to store stuff.
So
but
do we.
Band
Yeah,
app
we do
does.
too.
So we use the two things. Mostly because I think we got it from you more than anything. But do you want to talk about that? You want to address
Well,
like
sure. So
organization?
first, I won't name the company I work for, but Fortune 500 company, and we use Google Chat.
Chat, really?
Yeah, we use Google for
Well, it's
chatting.
free, right?
Google
So
Meets.
ISIS.
No. We're no, I don't work for ISIS. Is that what you said? My God.
It's an offshoot of
Okay,
ISIS,
moving
ladies and
on. So
gentlemen.
yeah, the Band app.
It's ICER.
It's ICER.
They're from Cape Cod.
We use
ICER.
we use the Band app. We kind of have it compartmentalized with different groups. The general band, the grade 4 band has their own group. The grade 3 does. The pipers have their own group. The drummers kind of keep things all within their own sleeves and keep things organized so the conversations stay consistent. And that's where the information gets delivered. I like it. It works. It's kind of like Facebook without Facebook is how I see it.
Correct.
It's fairly dumbed down to use. That you could put it on a phone to receive notifications on the phone through the app, or emails, or even text. You could set it up however you want to get the alerts. So I like it. It works for us, but I pushed it to you saying, hey, just try this.
Yep.
And I mean, we have some groups that we have Slack going on, and we have Facebook message groups like you guys do, and whatever
We
works.
used to. Yeah.
You used to?
We don't use Facebook for anything really anymore.
Well, Messenger.
Groups. Just for chatting with individuals, not like as a group. Oh, that. Well,
Okay.
that's different.
Okay.
So we also use the Band app. I think it's wonderful. However, when introducing anything to people that are, especially older people, we run into a lot of issues with apps and technology. But that wasn't even our biggest issue with
Not even
not even close. It was just getting people Okay, we had our conspiracy theorists that weren't willing to use technology because they didn't want to be watched. We had our people who too many notifications because they can't figure out how to just set notifications how they want them. You know, everything has you can change everything.
Yeah.
It was so complicated. Not complicated. It was easy to set up, but it was such a hassle to like get people to use it. And I'm like, no, we're going for it. I'm never communicating with you any other way other than
So
this.
no newsletter.
Oh, no newsletter, no secret
that you
member
send
area of the
out
website.
via the post office.
No MailChimp.
No MailChimp, no member area of the website, which bands still use, which that was thing 10 years ago, right? Remember?
Yeah.
To share your music. Like, we don't need all that. We have a private thing that's like Facebook. Because everybody knows without the Facebook part. Without the, like, risk of public anything. Like, why can't we just use this? It was so amazing. And then then we use Google for like we would store all our music and stuff.
We do too. Yeah.
And all they need to know is how to get to the link.
Right.
Because the link will have the most recent stuff. Always. Because I delete it, throw everything else out other than what's current, right?
Do you don't throw it out, you archive it.
I
right?
archive it.
Okay.
Yeah. But nobody needs to see any of that. So
Just asking. Sorry.
people would show up with paper from like 4 years ago. Like, wait, you're not playing that Grace note. I'm like, yeah, I know that because I took it out and I told you all about it 2 years ago. And if you just use the fucking thing,
It's okay. You're not alone, Andy. You're not alone.
I'm like, what?
Andy, you're not alone. The struggle's real, right?
I know.
So it's okay to print up music sometimes and bring it to band practice. It's okay.
Josh does that. I don't have that kind
Pass
of
it out.
mentality.
That's my job. Where I'm like, oh well, if you guys need me to bring the latest,
And then
version.
and then they'll leave it there.
Oh yeah. That's the other thing. That it's just so many copies get left behind. Like,
Whose copy of Rake Some Aloe is this? Whose drum score for Rake Some Aloe is this?
It's like, oh my god. Now I know what like teachers in schools go through. It's like, it's all, at least in college, like they don't have to give a fuck. Like you either show up for the final or you don't. We don't give a fuck what you do. You paid us, right? It's not like that in pipe band or high school. It's like pipe band's like high school. That's good.
I had university teachers who cared.
Did they?
Yeah.
If they were to be like, you're not submitting your stuff. They didn't just give you an F and like let you deal with it
No,
later. You went to school a long time ago, Joe.
I did. Yeah, it was by candlelight, like I am right now. So
So anyway, so yes, rundown on the band that we use. You use the band app. We don't use Slack. I've used Slack for Dojo. That's what we use.
Do you
in Dojo.
use YouTube private for stuff?
Not really. No.
So what do you do for videos? Just put it all on Google?
We don't really do videos. There was one time, like, there's some every once in a while I'll do a video where like, hey, I want you guys to cut off like this.
But you don't do tune, but you'd send a new tune out and do tune building on a video.
I would only do it audio. I wouldn't do video on it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, nobody watches it. They're listening to it in their car. They're not watching it, I would think.
Okay.
They don't need to see my fingers, I don't think.
Okay.
I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know. But
Did you ever ask?
no.
Okay. Josh, you all right there?
Yeah. So
I needed my notes.
I think sometimes drummers might use video more than, I don't know. I didn't learn that way. I don't know.
Okay.
I always got an audio CD and that was the best
Yeah, that's how you were taught.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's what I do. But I mean, maybe that's the thing. I'll consider it in 2028 when we have a band again.
Well, I
But
mean, Dojo has all that material too.
what's that?
All the videos.
Oh yeah. They've
All the
got all
tune
kinds of
building?
videos.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff,
they do.
Yeah. But again, like I don't know who's watching that. I would rather have the
Well,
audio.
all your band members are watching Dojo, right?
They are now.
Okay.
But they're not. Are they actually using it? It's questionable.
Sure they're not.
Maybe
It's okay.
one or two, I would say.
It's okay.
So that's a whole fucking thing. I don't think we got time to get in that tonight.
Let's not.
That's okay. So I've got some notes. I don't know if you had any more.
Oh, I got more questions and emails and things like that. If that's what you're talking about.
Oh, full send.
But you can go on your thing if you want.
All right. Well, I had a couple people send me a Joe Brady Marry Fuck Kill.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Okay. Well, that's always
Oh.
fun. Let's do that.
Yes.
Joe is
Sorry.
answering this, or these are with Joe Brady involved?
These are no. Well, he is involved in some of these.
Oh, okay.
But let's see. We have an initial. Oh God. So the first one is Josh, Fusco, and MLK.
He's got to answer. Okay, go ahead, Joe. He just wanted to break the tension. It was very tense in here.
It was very tense. I'm going to kill Josh.
Okay, fair
Fair.
enough.
I'm going to fuck Fusco.
Yeah, baby.
But I'm going to marry MLK.
That makes sense to
Okay.
me. That makes sense to me.
Okay.
Because MLK is definitely the Mary.
And I'm going to skull fuck you.
Can
You
we clip
son of a
that?
bitch.
Can we clip
Jeez,
Joe Brady saying?
motherfuckers.
Jesus Christ.
That guy is getting skull fucked.
All right, so the second out of 3
All right, we got number 2. Okay.
for Joe Brady, Bruce Gandy, Keegan, and Stuart Little.
Keegan. Who's Keegan?
Keegan is he plays with Inverary. He's Andrew's friend. Lives in New Jersey.
All right, killing him?
Keegan
Don't know
Sheehan.
him?
Yeah.
He's dead?
Keegan, you just got murdered.
Yeah,
Sorry,
sorry,
buddy.
Keegan. Don't, I mean,
Just don't know him.
yeah, don't
You know
know
what? Eric Olette.
Oh, I know Eric Olette.
It's like they're like butt buddies, the two of them.
Kill him.
Okay.
So you still have Bruce Gandy and Stuart Little.
Ooh. I know who I'm fucking.
I think I would marry Bruce Gandy.
Okay.
He's probably a better provider. Yeah. I mean, I know you look for providers
I
in
just
your
think he'd be
marriages.
comforting, too.
That'll come up. That'll come up in the next one.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So,
Oh,
hey,
boy.
Sorry, Stuart, but
You're gonna fuck
you know,
Stuart?
it'll be okay.
Yeah, Stuart. When he's got that beard, woof,
Oofta.
oofa.
Oof.
Hey now, oh my.
So the last submission
Uh-oh.
was Fusco, a landmine, and your own wife.
So, Fusco's dead.
Sorry, buddy.
Wait, I lost out to a fucking landmine? Are you serious?
Yeah, Fusco's dead.
I'm
I'm
assuming he's
gonna stay married to my
Yeah,
wife
he's
of,
gonna be
of-
married
of-
to his
of
wife.
29 years.
And
So
then he's
yeah,
gonna fuck a landmine.
yeah. So fuck a landmine. Who sent that? What kind of a human being sends a message like that?
It's dark.
Josh, you sent that, didn't you?
No, that one wasn't mine. Mine was the Gandy one.
Okay. Bruce is very nice, though. He is very nice.
He is a nice man. Joe, I have another question for you from
Okay.
from one of the audience. Oh, fuck. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. What's an event for pipers? This is from JD, by the way. What's an event for pipers or pipe bands that America could feasibly host that doesn't exist yet? E.g., Winter Storm, the Worlds, the Kids with Cancer Night in Northern Ireland, the REMT, which I don't know what that is.
So I don't think we need to focus around the world what everyone else is doing. Let's do what's best for us here in America.
Which
and-
is what?
Well, that's just it. What's best for bands in the Southeast? What's best for bands on the West Coast? What's best for bands in Chicago? I don't know the answer to that. I know what's best for my band and what we're doing in our scene. Do what's best for that, right? I
Well,
mean,
let's drill that down. So let's say, one, we have to define what's best, right? And I know where you're going with this, sort of, in the sense that West Coast could be different than Southeast, blah, 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 right? But what do bands actually want? What do we
want to
we
play.
have to- we have
we
to
want to play.
decide
We
what
want to
we
get in the
want.
circle and we want to play, right?
Is that it? In the circle meaning what? The competition circle?
Competitions.
Does
improve
everybody
the
want
art.
that, though?
Well, I mean, what do you want to do performances and just play
I
St.
don't know.
Patrick's Day like it's every day? That's Groundhog Day.
No, I definitely don't.
Yeah. So
I don't, but I'm just saying, like, but I'm an oddball in this. And, like, people that learn bagpipes, 80% of them are people that are hacks that want to, like, hack at it, right? And don't really want to take it to the next level or...
is it the next level competing?
No, meaning, like, advance the art form in some way, shape, or form. Whatever that means to you. But we all have different definitions of what that means, right? Some of us want to just play MSRs and medleys for the rest of
There's
the time.
nothing wrong with that.
And that's fine, too.
Or Peeb.
Absolutely, whatever. That's fine too. Like, I don't have any problem with that. So that's the thing, and this is where I think the issue.
You're having a hard time locking down a type of person that you want to play bagpipes. You've nailed all the people that you think are hacks and that you don't want to play
No,
bagpipes,
no.
but
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the fact that there's so many differences in what we want each person individually that it's incredibly difficult to define where he says, well, no, I'm sorry. He didn't say it. You said it. Like you said something like, well, what's best for a band on the West Coast versus a band in the Southeast?
Right. What should we do for the United States
makes,
to make it an event for us? I don't think it's about the United States, though, because we're such a big nation, right? So it's just kind of regionally what's best for the region. I mean, could we have a Colonial Pipe Band Championship? I mean,
could.
But we're so big, but who cares, right? I mean, are we going to get bands from all across the United States of America to meet in Kansas?
Not as a hobby, we're not.
Well, it's not a hobby.
But people say it is. I'm being sarcastic.
I know. But what's that last event that Beer Boys band did? The Grade 5 North American Championships. They made up a championship, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Is that where it starts? Do we just say, hey, we're going to have the Capital City Pipe Band Championship, and it moves from capital city to capital city every year?
Absolutely. Sports do it all the time. They just make up fucking, hey, let's call it the blah, blah, blah,
but our expectation,
invitational.
our expectation can't be that bands from Scotland are going to come here, because it's not about them, it's about us, right?
Right. And I don't think people would think that. So there's a couple things. One, we, in our traditional way of thinking, we want the Scottish band to come here because we think that adds some value or some weight to the event, right? But really, who gets turned on by a Scottish band?
Well, we do.
Us, if you,
yeah, we do.
Us, the players. The audience doesn't generally care that much. I mean, a little bit, but not enough to get them to come out.
Audience and organizers don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's true. They just want.
So again, that comes down to defining what is best in the pipe band scene. What do we want as a whole of people? Do we want to progress the art? Do we want to improve the what's the word? The perception of piping as a whole? Do we want to expand the numbers of people that participate? Like, that's the problem, is that we don't have the same.
So I could say
definition.
For me, and I struggle with this. Like, I want to have fun.
Sure,
I do. Right? It's crazy for me to say I want to have fun. I want to go out. I want to play well. And when we go out, I want to win.
Because winning is fun.
Winning is fun.
Absolutely,
winning is fun.
It's okay.
Well, the fun follows the winning, right? So
yes, correct. Yes, because the celebration is the fun part.
I mean, just everything ramping up into it. You know, the weekend, the tension going into it, the Friday night, sitting around in the hotel drinking. It's fun, right? It's just part of the spectacle for us. I'm not going to say it's a distraction from everything else going on around us in life, but it's fun. We like making music together. We like getting in the circle and sounding good. And when it's not sounding good, it sucks, right? No one wants to be a part of that, and it's frustrating for sure. But when you get together and the music's there, we want to have fun. It's me. Yeah, Dalton. Joe Brady saying it. I want to have fun.
Yeah, of course we do. We all do. And some of us would define fun in different ways, right? So, like, for me, fun is making good music with people that I enjoy making good music with. It is very much not making bad music with people I enjoy making bad music with.
But
there's a difference.
They might not know what bad music is, right? I mean,
but we know. Like, I know.
Yeah.
I know what turns me
but
on.
if they're out there having fun, let them have fun. Like, I see all the videos. All the videos come across from St. Patrick's Day. Those bands look like they're out there having an absolute blast.
They absolutely are.
And let them have it, because the crowds loved it too. They were clapping. Let them have fun. Let them have that moment. Let them have fun.
Absolutely. I don't care. Yeah, that's
But
fine.
if Bruce Gandy's out judging them, I'm pretty sure you're going to lose that day. But that's okay, right? Because we'll all in the beer tent. We'll have a good time, right?
Yeah.
And we will. Because
Yes.
you know who shows up at the beer tent in Maxville? All the bands.
Yeah.
The ones that won
Regardless.
and lost.
Yeah.
Irregardless.
Absolutely.
As our friend would say.
Is that a real word? It is now. No, it's been added to the dictionary. It does count.
That's not a word.
It's a word.
It is. It is now.
It is a word. I mean, we can call the vice president of the Eastern United States Piping Association and ask him.
It means the same thing as regardless.
Yeah, it's irregardless. It's a word. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay. Let's just let it go. Listen, the goddamn grammar Nazis drive me nuts. It's not that big a deal, people. There's more important things in the world.
They're not fun. That's why.
You should be more concerned about real Nazis than grammar Nazis.
They're so. Where in Ukraine?
Stop! Really? Really? Really?
What? That's what I was told. The news told me. I don't know. I just believe everything I've been told.
Stop watching CNN.
Listen,
I got 9 episodes.
When pipesdrums.com posts an article, I just believe it. That's what I do.
Yeah, I had to unfollow. I'm sorry.
You got to unfollow in the last 10 seconds?
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's
It's like the people like, oh, well, we're going to say utilize.
So
Say use.
So,
JD, we need to do what's best for us, and what's best for us is what's best for us, not what's best for Scotland or even Canada for that matter. So,
Correct.
But again, what is best for my band in North Carolina might not be best for
Charleston, South Carolina?
maybe,
Maybe.
or certainly maybe not a band in Texas or Oklahoma or Chicago.
Or
So
Doo-doo-doo.
bands need to do what's best for them, right? And that was part of the reason that we did an indoor contest, an indoor pipe band contest in a concert formation before anyone did it, and we did it like 10 years ago. And we did it because that's what we wanted to do. We thought it would be fun, and
by the way, Phoenix Games did a concert formation
indoor
contest
indoor
in March. No, it was outdoor. It was
Okay.
just this month.
still as part of a Highland Games, right?
It's part of a Highland Games, but they did concert formation and they were on a stage of
You're
some
looking
sort.
at me. It wasn't.
Well,
mine.
you run a Highland Games,
It's
so
Phoenix.
Yeah, I don't run that one.
yeah. I'm just not a fan of the games.
That's fine, but point being that they did concert
okay.
formation, which is interesting to me.
Perfectly
No, well,
fine.
Scotland County did the same thing for the last
Yeah, it's starting
Part
to
of
become
COVID.
more of a thing, which is fair, which is good that they're changing their ways very slowly, but it's happening a little.
It was good
bit.
for the bands.
Yeah.
I think the bands enjoyed it. They enjoyed being facing out to the audience. I know when we did the contest indoor on a stage, the bands loved it. Everybody loved it. Well, the first effect, we're indoors, right? We don't have to worry
Dude,
about the weather.
Concert formation is always superb. Also, bands should just hold their own concerts. Sorry, looking at the camera for this one. Hold your own concerts because guess what?
On May 21st
People-
in Charleston, South Carolina.
People paying to come into the Highland Games don't give a shit about pipe band
No, they don't.
contest.
They do not.
by any means.
Josh, what is the most expensive part of running a Highland Games?
Pipe band.
Yeah, it's the pipe band. So I'm not going to say they don't care about us, but I'm pretty sure they don't care about us. I mean, they care about us because it's a spectacle, right? They want us there for that show, right?
Well, you have to separate parts, right? So you have a thing that costs an incredible amount of
Right.
money, and then brings in almost no money. And then you have a lot of people who, pay to come into the event. And that's part of the thing they're going to see.
yeah.
So cool. No
But people
worries.
they do like seeing it, though.
It's an important part.
Yeah,
As a traditionalist, it's an important part of the Highland Games.
sure.
But guess what happens? Then they're like, oh, well, everyone's coming here to see us. It's like, no, probably not, dude.
So would the games be better served just hiring duty bands for the day
It just depends.
instead of hiring the judges and all the solo
Well,
contests?
it depends on what your definition of success is. So
breaking even.
yeah, you could hire bands, and you would achieve the goal, and every single person that bought a ticket would
See the spectacle and be happy.
they would see a bagpipe band, they wouldn't know the fucking difference. If your definition of a success is like mine is, which comes down to throwing a great Highland Games event, which includes not only competitive athletics competitions, Highland dance, a successful main stage,
Right.
and also preferably a good pipe band contest. That's just the way I want it to run.
Yeah. No, that's. I'm glad to hear a games organizer say that, because usually we hear the opposite, that we're such a
be all
burden.
things, and everyone, and I answer all the dumbass emails at info that are like, oh well, the games are only athletics. It's like, it's the athletics, the Highland Dance contest. It is the P-Brock contest on Friday. It's the main stage, the second stage. It is the dance stage. It is the pipe band contests and the athletes throwing, and then also the vendors and the clans and the VIP tent and the whiskey tasting and the gates.
Yeah. No, it's a lot. It is, and I think the sound. I'm going to say the word skirl, just because Michael Gray hates that word, skirl, of the pipes in the background filling the air. It's important to the Highland Games. Like, it's important that when you pull up, you hear that sound in the air.
I agree, but I'm a piper, so.
Well, and that sound's not there at 4 a.m. when I arrive.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
But neither is the pole being thrown.
It's a caber.
No, I'm usually there filling up the water truck.
Yep.
Which, by the way, I did in 2019 spray a bunch of my volunteers with, and it was really fun.
Fun.
I would like to be part of that.
You want to be sprayed down by
Spraying
Josh?
people with the water truck?
I want to be sprayed down. Joe, we'll talk about that later. We'll do
Okay. Yeah.
that. Speaking of cats and spraying, Joe Brady's here, everybody.
Meow.
Meow. Yeah. So, what did we decide about the Highland Games? Pipers we don't need to go anymore because nobody cares.
No, it's not about what do we do for our bands here in the United States. And listen, do what's best for your band regionally, and then see if it spreads farther. Right.
Well, I
and
guess we
everything,
didn't-
and just understand too, everything changes. Like I remember growing up, we would go to Alma every year, Alma, Michigan, and that was the North American Pipe Band Championships in Alma, Michigan,
I
right?
remember that, yeah.
And just a huge contest. But over the years, it's changed, and that's okay. I mean, these contests change, and now it's shifted, and now Chicago seems to be the games everyone wants to go to, right? Just because bands have gotten organized, they're communicating, they're saying, hey, where are you guys going to go this summer, and what are you going to do, and where are you going to go? And part of it, too, because what? What is that?
The rise of social media.
What is this?
This is you jerking off Chicago.
Well,
Well, I mean, they are the most central of the U.S.
is
Most
it
likely.
though? I mean, point your finger on a map. Where's the most central part of the country?
Well, nobody wants to go to fucking Kansas though.
Well, why not?
For a pipe band championship, it's easier to get in and out of Chicago. It's got more places to stay, more bigger.
Pick a capital city we can get in and out. I mean, if we decide we want to do that, I mean, Jim Simmons just done a good job of organizing, getting the bands to Chicago. That's it.
Maybe, I don't know. Like you could do it in San Francisco, but oh shit, did that just go onto the fucking board?
No, it
Okay.
did not go on the board.
All right, then we're okay.
Okay, we're okay.
But
It's not
flying to
locked.
San Francisco is not a big deal, but staying there sucks.
Yeah,
It's expensive.
yeah.
You know, I mean,
Well, staying here is expensive too. Well, depend.
it's not compared to San
Not San
Francisco or
Francisco,
Chicago
fair
or New York.
Well, where they hosting in
But-
Chicago's not too bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe it's reasonable for everybody, but I mean maybe Kansas City is reasonable for everybody. I don't know. Like whatever it is.
It's just Kansas City, not in January.
Right, exactly. That is the worst.
I mean, that's a cool event though. If you've ever been to Winter Storm, yeah, of course you guys have been to Winter
We've
Storm
been.
because Josh about broke my back at Winter Storm.
oh, that's
Well,
right.
that smells really good, by the way. Josh spilled his
Bud
his
Light
hard seltzer mango,
Oh,
and it smells really good in here, Josh.
very fruity. It's
No,
better
I
than the BO that we had for a while.
Was it BO?
It's very sweaty in here. I don't know if you know this.
No, I didn't notice that.
It's very warm.
I didn't realize that the fan was not on.
It was on. Who turned it off? Oh, when you killed the lights.
lights.
Yeah, for this sexy lighting.
Because we had the Nick Cage candle, so we killed the fucking...
No, it's okay though.
So, do you want to kind of wrap us up?
I do. Well, I mean, we certainly can. But before we wrap up, we're gonna
Put the
go
switches
out.
off.
We're gonna go out big time. We're gonna play some fails of the week because everything on St. Patrick's Day is a fail.
Not everything.
We're gonna play Joe Brady's band.
This is not my band.
Here is Wake and District
No,
playing.
this is not Waken District playing.
This is this. I don't know what this is. I listened to it briefly. We're gonna find out. I know it's bad. This is Wake and District, everybody. Okay, this is Wake and District. You guys, you know you play.
Highland Cathedral? No, we don't.
Wake and District grade 3, everybody.
God.
Of course, the camera's right behind the double toning bass.
Oh, God. There's more than one. You guys play this tune?
No. I don't even know what this is.
Oh, no, you played at the concert.
You did?
We played the concert in 2019.
I don't know what this is. You can tell what this is? This is the problem right here.
Hey, they're having fun.
Somebody's having fun. I tell you who's not having fun. My
Me.
ears.
Yeah, I'm not having fun.
I tell you, they don't sound all that different from the Las Vegas Emerald Society, I'll tell you what. So we'll give them credit for that. But just kidding, everybody. That was not Waken District, but this one is. Here's Waken District with Joe Brady. Here's another fail of the week. Let me see if I can get this fucking to play. Here we go. Waken District Pipe Band featuring Joe Brady on the vocals.
I can't take it. I'm sorry.
People are honking. You wear a utility kilt and you got decent enough legs.
Well, they look like they had fun though.
They were having fun. That was the who was that? Waken District Pipe Band, Joe?
Yeah, that was the Waken District Grade 2 band.
That was the Heathen Highlanders, everybody, featuring Eric Evenhouse.
What a bunch of clowns.
What a
Bunch of evil clowns.
What a joke. That's friggin' amazing. So, I don't know about you guys, but that went over like...
Pipersdojo.com/musical cunnilingus.
Now that's funny.
Yeah, so Eric Evenhouse should maybe think about joining the Piper's Dojo. Especially his other two pipers who were with him. I don't know. But Heathen Highlanders probably making a shit ton of money playing We're Not Gonna Take It. To be fair, I don't have the link, but
To be fair,
there are other videos of them actually not sounding like hell, which Joe did not send me. He set them up.
I actually know I sent you other links.
I just want you guys to know Joe set me up. He only sent me the trash that you guys played.
That's not true.
I did hear the good stuff, but I didn't have time to look it up. So, thanks to Waken District Grade 2 for playing playing that for us. Hey, you know what? They're having fun, so that excuses that goddamn nonsense, as Joe would say. I'm in Dalton and Michael's camp.
It would excuse it.
You just let it slide.
Those are your words.
Let it go? Is it you?
It's just, they had fun.
All right, that's fair.
Let it go. Let it ride.
I am more in the Dalton, Michael, and Newsy camp of
Unuzi.
fucking Inuzi.
Unuzi.
String them up. Why? I don't know. Why I care? I have no idea.
Throw a Twinkie at them, right?
What do I care? What the fuck do I care what they're doing? They're in
Well,
Salt Lake
you
City,
must
Utah,
because
for all I care.
you're judging them. I mean, you have.
I do care. I don't know logically why I care.
Okay.
Like I struggle with this
because
I mean,
you care about the music.
I care about the perception of the bagpipes, and that
Yeah.
makes it look like trash. Sound like trash, excuse me. But that's the only reason. I mean, otherwise, I'm like, what do I care? I mean, I don't hear it. Somebody sends it to me, and I hear it. Otherwise, what the fuck do I care? I just do my thing.
Yeah.
But,
Did you have fun on St. Patrick's Day? I think Josh did. Did you have fun on St. Patrick's Day?
It was all right. We did a thing. We made people's lives. Hey, we made. I don't know what we did. Did we do any positive for the world, Joe?
No, did you have fun? Did you have a fun night?
It's important.
I mean, with the exception of Waffle House being closed at 1 o'clock in the morning, I had fun. I was pissed Waffle House was closed because, Josh, how do you like your hash browns?
Incinerated.
Crispy.
Scattered, covered, and chunked.
I'm actually
Exactly
interested in the answer that he's trying to avoid.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Did you have fun on St. Patrick's Day?
I'm trying to avoid it. I thought I made that clear. I did
point.
not. As a whole.
Womp womp. As a whole.
Mm-hmm. There were periods where we laughed and joked, and we made some good jokes and stuff, and we were laughing and stuff, and that was fine. But it was a slog. It was hard work.
Yeah.
And generally, I'm tired of answering the questions about bagpipes not being Irish. I'm tired of fucking why you wearing a kilt. I'm tired of all that.
You should play the bingo game.
Oh, I know. Like that would make it fun.
It made it fun.
Maybe. I
Little
mean, you
levity.
might be right. You might be right. That kind of shit will at least lighten the seriousness and the nonsense of it all, I suppose. But did anybody? Although nobody looked up my kilt, did you have to deal with that at the? It's usually the.
So I had a woman tried going up my kilt, and my tenor drummer, she
fucking
came
her.
right over and got right in the lady's face.
Oh, did she? Nice.
Yeah.
See, that's
I had the tightest shorts of all time. Like just athletic shorts.
You don't go commando?
Not with a band kilt. I don't own that kilt. get me on the Las Vegas Highland Games, I'm hanging dong.
Schweppy balls.
Yeah. Shrippy balls for the games. On
Okay.
my kilt, for sure. I don't own the band kilt.
Yeah, I mean, it's a soft rule, but you're supposed to wear underwear with the band.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
I'm not judging. No, I'm just asking.
I'm not gonna rub my cock up against the band kilt.
Okay.
The band kilt doesn't deserve that.
It's really more to protect the females because when they turn to kilts, and I don't need to fucking get the fish mill out. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, I hadn't bleached
You could dry clean the kilt,
hadn't
man.
bleached my anus
I'm just trying to
in a
piss people
while,
off.
you know.
He was talking about that too. What is with you guys with bleaching your bum holes? You guys like
This is
pink-
Las
you like-
Vegas,
you
man.
like-
That's
you
what
like a
girls
pink-
do.
You like a pink bum hole?
It's all every woman in Vegas is in porn. Didn't you know that? And they all bleach their bum holes.
I like quiet farts.
Well, it's not Fusco.
Well, it's good to skip some appointments.
Oh wow! How about the Bears? The Bears. Okay. Yeah.
The Bears.
All right, let's close this out and go have some fun.
Yes. So what have we learned today, ladies and gentlemen? Let's
Closing thoughts.
closing thoughts.
Wow. It's already closing thoughts.
We're gonna send it to Joe first. Joe, because you're our special guest.
We're gonna send it to Joe and end it at Joe.
Really? No.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
God, you're 146 years old.
It's true. I'm a vampire.
You've learned more than we ever will.
Joe knows more about
It's not
bagpipes and slavery than we'll ever know.
Vampire Joe Brady. He was
Joe's
That was a song he had for a while.
he was a
Oh, that's
slave
right.
owner.
We did. That's right. We did that fucking song.
That was
I
awesome.
He
forgot
was
about
a
that.
slave owner in the 1800s, and
Right.
also
It's like
now,
Interview with a Vampire. Joe was fucking Lestat.
and now he's the slave to his bloodlust.
Yes, that was a great song. Can you dig that up and
We can. That
I'd
was.
love to hear that again.
Let me find out. Let me ask Ozzy Broad. She'll know what episode that was, and then we'll read.
Well, she's up right now. Is she on the?
She's on there. Yeah, she'll
Oh
tell
yeah,
us.
what is it, like 11 a.m. there now?
Yeah, like something like that. Noon, something like that. So we'll find out. And that Job sing part of it. Do you remember kind of the melody of it?
Well, no, it was like
Joe Brady.
You were playing.
I played the
random
guitar.
Chords.
Yeah.
You were playing random chords, and it was like, oh, the vampire Joe Brady, and it was like something like 1960-61.
It
I
was
vaguely remember it.
It was
Yeah,
it was brilliant.
It was a bad song.
No, it was a good song. It
great
was
song.
fun. It was
But
fun.
first things first, we will happily keep this going because everyone that's here paid to be here.
They have, to be honest.
And you know who else paid to be here?
Who? You.
McClellan Bagpipes.
Absolutely. So, speaking of McClellan Bagpipes, Joe, you ready?
I'm gonna look for the Joe Brady song while Joe tries to do an ad.
Okay, I'll
read.
try. I'm gonna try. McClellan Bagpipes, brought to you by the Chantarant. Oh yes, the Chantarant. They play McClellan Bagpipes. They also play the Elevation Chanter with the Elevation Chanter Reed, made by Adrian Melvin from Chicago, Illinois. Former piper with the World Pipe Band Champions Victoria Police Pipe Band, Adrian Melvin.
Don't forget to
Yes.
mention Bespoke, otherwise you'll get in trouble.
Bespoke, Cocobolo, Blackwood, Royal Mexican Ebony, all
who
kinds of
doesn't-
wood.
Did we ever
who
tell the
doesn't
story about
play it?
how that time we got in trouble?
Richard Bauman's bland because he's a fucking con.
Oh, Richard Boffman? Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Did we ever tell the story how Joe got mad at us because we forgot to mention Bespoke? Or no, it wasn't you. Roddy wanted you to
He
tell
also
us to
gave me
make
shit
sure we.
for saying artesian. instead of-
Artesian, yeah, because it's water from the land of sky blue
That's
water.
Nevada. That's Josh's Nevada accent getting in the way.
Instead of saying artisan.
Artisan.
Artesian. Oh, we gotta pull that original
Artesian.
fucking.
What is artesian? Roddy's like, what's artesian? What is that? Are they drinking water on that show?
He was doing a Belfast accent in that one, I believe.
The Dairy Girls, then?
Oh, that's fucking.
You like
funny.
that, don't you? The Dairy Girls.
Oh, I love that show. Absolutely love that
You
show.
like it,
It's so
don't
funny.
you? Don't you now?
Don't ya?
Yeah, I can't believe we don't have just like an entire folder that's just like this stupid songs.
That would
been a
require.
while
original
since-
song.
Ozzy did one for us. I thought.
No, she
back
just
in
did a
the day.
list so I could pull bits for the 100th episode. It wasn't like an actual folder of stuff. But, this is what I do have. Joe, I have this one thing the most important thing I have in my folder of stuff for you.
Massive gaping hole in the back end.
I think that was on the Bob Roll bingo game for the World European Championships.
Uh-oh, we got to edit that out. Jesus Christ. You're going to get us canceled by Bob
Roll.
Roll.
No, but I mean, I created the Bob Roll bingo game, right? I'm saying it. I did it. It was fun. We had a good time. Should we ring the bell because you're going to delete that?
I'm definitely not. So some people
Can you
in the
not
chat
say
are
anything about him?
saying some things. Oh yeah, somebody already. Joe Cobra mentioned it too. Don't forget Artesian. He brought it up as well. Joe's mic is hot. That's because we're yelling into the mic at this point, Kelly. We're all drunk and we're yelling into the mic.
Here's me, just
Joe Brady rap on
nailing.
episode 30. Hold on, I'll find it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Ballad of Joe Brady.
Here it is, Joe. You ready for this?
Deadly.
So after this, we're going to have a special presentation by Joe Brady doing karaoke of something from Hamilton. We haven't figured out what yet, but I'll pick one randomly and let him do
What's your favorite Hamilton song?
it. You must have a favorite. You've seen the show like
Dude,
17 times.
I've seen it like 7 times. It's one of my favorite shows.
I've seen it 0 times, and I don't care. But I really want to hear Joe do it.
Let's hear the song here.
All right, you ready for this, Joe?
I am.
All right.
Yes.
The Ballad of Joe Brady.
Oh shit! I closed the YouTube window.
Yeah. It's the
Are we still
ballad
live?
of Joe Brady. 1901, a man was born to kill all fun. He picked up pipes and told no one. Raleigh is a wary gal. Start a band was what he was told, and Joe was sure he'd struck gold. He woke a district, merch was sold. It was 1931. Then in a pub, vampires bite gave Joe Brady eternal life. Squirrels Raleigh in a hot dog while Satan's bargain took its hold. The devil's deal took its hold. Joe would age but never get so old. The pipers and drummers he would scold, never knew the score. Priapism, arthritis, repetitive emotion injuries to his wrist as an autoerotic asphyxiast. That's our Joe. A man who's lived 100 years, drinking drummer blood and piper's tears. He eats your dreams and shits your fears. Joe Brady needs a blue pill just to read, and all his friends say, F you, Joe will never break the even flow that keeps Joe Brady whole.
Joe, you got to come out for episode 200. We'll do this live, and you'll be
This
involved
was
somehow.
completely improvised.
100% improvised.
Man with vampire blood, no Rogaine, lots of Viagra. All of a sudden, when we see Joe Brady in a corner, we realize Satan's bargain is too much for him.
I can't believe he's never heard this song.
Oh, I've heard it. Oh, I've heard it.
Brady.
It's just surreal.
Oh, it's so funny. Oh my God, it's so funny.
Fusco's guitar debut.
Like, I wrote this entire guitar part. This is very
Very tenacious.
Tenacious D.
Satan is Josh's dad, so we ask for a favor. Yo, Dad, can you just leave Joe Brady alone? It's been 106 years. Give the man a break. Yes. I hereby release Joe Brady. Thanks.
It's like the refrain. This is where it gets good.
Key change.
key change, right?
Well, Fusco, it turns out that we saved Joe Brady from Satan.
Yeah, he's fine now. Granted, that means he no longer will live forever, but Bye, Joe Brady. It was good to know you while it lasted. I'm so sorry that Satan's spell is over, and now you're gonna have to die, Joe Brady. It happens to all of us. Should have happened to you about 100 years ago.
It's true.
'Cause you are a vampire, Joe Brady. I'm sorry that you got bit and you don't know. You can't remember 'cause it's essentially being roofied. But man, Joe Brady, at least you get to leave this world knowing that you put a lot of logos on shit no one buys. Bye bye.
I have to give it away.
Joe Brady, I would like to see you again, except for heaven doesn't exist and nothing happens when you die. Sorry, guys. I know
That's not true.
Because you told me about the first time you died when that vampire bit you in 1931. Might be the best song we ever wrote.
That's the greatest song we ever wrote. We wrote a lot of songs. None of them good, but
They're all good. They're all good.
So right at the end, something occurred to me that we should recreate this. Shadow of the Moon does Ballad of Joe Brady.
Ballad of Joe Brady at, well, maybe
And
not
then
at the
you
Battle
sing
of
it.
Bands.
No, not a ballad, but we'll just record it.
You know that I'm going to have a teleprompter because I improvised the
Yes.
entire lyrics.
We're gonna have to write everything down. Get the chord because like it goes all over the fucking place.
Yeah, the lyric.
But Lou can
you
make
changed the key on me like halfway through. I have no
dude,
idea.
I didn't know what I was doing. I was just making shit up. And at the end, I wanted to go very happy because it was like Joe's soul was released. I wanted to go major. You know what I mean? So
I want to go major, It's a major chord. It's got to be a release.
So this is what happens when you hang out with us.
Joe, he has no
mind.
fucking idea.
Kinda like it.
Cobra says, "Is this the greatest song or just a tribute?"
It's a tribute.
I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet.
The original song we came up with was better than that, but that's our best version of whatever we remember that we did that day.
Yeah.
So
Camille is the keeper of all like the crazy like improvised songs we used to do.
oh god, remember when we used to do like fun shit? Oh god.
You're still fun. You're both still fun.
Oh no, we're horrible human beings. We
That's not
we
true.
hate everything about ourselves.
Fuck.
Speaking
I
of
did
that,
forget how good that song was.
it's so fucking great, man. We used to do bits. Remember, Joe? We used to do. No, you don't listen to the show. You wouldn't.
I actually do listen to the show. I would tag comments too on the SoundCloud. So go back and read some of those.
Oh, I remember seeing those. Yeah, Joe. Like the only person that
Because
would
then you're
ever
like,
comment.
Joe, are you really mad? Are you really mad at us? No, Andy, I'm not. I'm not mad at you.
Joe was the only person who would ever comment via SoundCloud. With, oh, this is funny. Or
somewhere
this is
Ozzy has like an entire Google Drive folder of all of the fucking
everything
stupid
we've ever
songs
done, so
did.
we could find it
Oh my god!
someday.
Yeah.
When we get to episode 200, which is like
It's nine.
we
That's
would,
nine
like,
episodes.
9
for
episodes
real.
away.
9 episodes away.
we're gonna do a big
Best-
show like we did
best
for the
last
100.
Are you gonna get a
episode.
tattoo?
Should I get it waking on my other cheek? I didn't lose a bet, so like, what should I do? I don't know.
Well, we could have another bet.
Before his Foffin.
You can get the OnlyFans, the Waken District OnlyFans tattoo.
That's not a bad idea. Not a
Just
bad idea.
never change the QR code.
Yeah. Oh, I'll get a QR code in my ass that will always take you to the OnlyFans, but you can never change it.
Okay.
So seriously, we're gonna be at episode 200 in like late May, early June, maybe whatever. At our schedule, maybe July. But
It's getting tight.
This year.
getting
This
close.
year for sure.
It's getting tight.
what the fuck are we gonna do?
It'll
Jim?
be the end of May.
We got to do
what-
Joe Brady song live. We got to do. Let's do the greatest hits. What have we done?
That's basically the entire show because I want to nuke the entire podcast.
Yeah. I mean, let's get Stuart
we
on.
gotta
All the
do-
best guests we've ever had. Stuart,
We gotta
Bruce
do-
Gandy, Joe
we gotta
Brady.
do greatest hits. greatest hits, and then just like drop a grenade in the pool.
And like, let's kill ourselves on air. You go first.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. You go.
Let's redact that bit right there.
I'll go second.
No.
So you know what we could do is we could invite the guys from overseas. What's the other podcast that they do one episode every 4 years?
I don't even know what they're called anymore because they do it so little.
Does it really matter?
The Up to the Line guys.
Up to the Line.
Yeah. Let's get Rab. Let's get Rab over here.
So here's what we're gonna do.
Let's use our huge
We're
budget
doing episode.
to get Rab here.
We're doing episode 200.
One way.
One-way trip. Rab's not going home.
Sorry, Rab.
Sorry, Rab. Yeah, you can have all the waffles you want from Waffle House.
Plenty of waffle
Jeremy,
places.
just take them to Waffle House. It'll be good.
Basically, what we're probably gonna do is we are going to rent a party house in Las Vegas, Nevada. Open invite.
We're going to blow our entire Patreon budget because after that, it's going to go away. So we might as well just blow the whole budget.
And
Like a 4,000 square foot house with a giant pool. We're going to get hookers and
how
strippers.
about a boat?
Ooh.
We go on a motherfucking boat.
Boat on Lake Mead. Let's get a big fucking stripper boat.
because nobody's gonna pilot the boat.
We'll
we'll hire a
hire
guy.
Captain Jim to fucking pilot the fucking
How
boat.
much money do you think we got in the
We got
company?
we got enough money to.
Yeah, so
pilot a
we're gonna
boat.
get a house.
I'll get a boat.
The house will have a pool, and we're gonna.
I'm gonna jump off the roof into the pool, or we could jump off the boat into the lake.
Buddy, you can happily jump off the roof into the pool. Can you jump?
I can jump.
Joe's spry for his age.
Do you have that queued up? That was real. That was organic.
100% real.
That was a keyboard stroke.
For 108 years old, he does look really healthy.
Yeah, Joe. When were you born? 1861?
1872.
Oh, 1961.
When
A
we
man was born that killed all fun.
when did the change
And I'm saying things are fun now, right? And see how things turn?
when did the change happen for you? And I don't mean
The vampiric.
I mean the vampiric change, not the women's change to
What change?
1931.
Oh, the vampire? Yeah, it was 1931.
Oh, yeah.
It's canon.
it's in the canon of the show.
It was during the Great War. Yeah. Right after the Great War.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, kids.
I was playing bagpipes there too.
Hey,
Just over the top.
we went so far off the fucking rails just because we were so excited to have Joe Brady.
This is
Fusco,
typical.
Fusco, I'm gonna cancel your final thoughts unless you have something
I
good.
have nothing to add.
Come on, man, something.
I have nothing positive to add other than thank you, Joe, for being in town. Thank your company for flying you here on their dime. And the best thing about bagpipes is the friends you make. That's what makes this whole thing worthwhile. And Joe Brady is one of those friends for me. One of my favorite human beings on the fucking planet. 100%. Joe Brady is one of my favorite people on the earth. No question about it. And those are the reasons we play. And that's why you keep doing this thing, people.
So, Joe, we have a very vile and mostly lower grade audience, and I'd like to give you the final thought. So, what can you tell these motherfuckers that are similar to us that are just, trying to get through it?
Our time together is short. It really is. And let's enjoy it. Let's have fun. You guys are absolutely brilliant at what you do. You've made me laugh.
I have an erection.
Oh, God, fucking Dookie. Jesus, Murphy. God,
Keep going. Sorry.
So,
Wait. Sorry. I fucked up. Start from the beginning.
So ask the question again so he knows the mindset.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. To our audience,
Oh, there they are.
Joe is kind of crushed what it means to continue a sustainable pipe-in audience and a group of friends. Joe, send it.
Cheers, motherfuckers.
Man, you guys are doing an awesome fucking thing. You might not know it, but you are. So whether it's in Nevada, here in Las Vegas, or in South Carolina with JD's band, or Northern Ireland with Rab, or
Iowa is
Iowa.
I was in Iowa like 2 weeks ago teaching a band out there. You didn't know that?
Yeah, I saw the videos. That was not good.
It was a great time.
But you guys had fun.
We had fun.
Or in Australia, right? Wherever we go, we have fun. I mean, we're bound together by this bagpipe and drum thing. It is family. It's not always easy, but goddamn if it isn't fun.